video, I'm going to be telling you how to eat healthy in 2019, and these tips are good for those of you who are students and are living on a budget. I certainly have been in that position before. Coming right up. I've got 4 strategies for you today in regards to eating healthy in 2019, but first of all, I've got presents for you. I've got 3 specifically. The first link's in the YouTube description. One of them is my weight loss calorie calculator, which has 6-pack abs workout routine, has a cardio program. It's going to tell you step by step about how you can set up your own calories and macronutrients in order to start losing fat and toning up today so you can maintain muscle mass. And there's free video training at the end of the ebook. There's so much. Plus, over the Christmas period, I was feeling very thoughtful, so I made a free fat loss video course for you guys, and I've got 100 tips about how you can lose fat and build muscle. I hope you guys enjoy the resources. Now to move on to the 4 main strategies about eating healthy in 2019 and doing it on a budget. First thing I would recommend is to look at your schedule, work out how many meals you're going to have during the day in accordance to your daily calorie / weekly calorie goal in order for you to stay on track with your fat loss, weight loss or muscle gain goal, and then see time wise how many times you're able to eat. Say if you're somebody who's worked out that you're going to have 4 meals a day, break down those meals very simply. I always recommend to pick a basic carbohydrate, a lean protein source, again this can vary if you're vegetarian or vegan, then a certain fruit or vegetable, and finally something to cover the macronutrient of fat. Say if you're a typical male and you're having 200 grams of protein, 300 grams of carbohydrates per day and 60 grams of fat, that works out at 2,540 calories per day. So here is how you can break it down. You can do it very simply, so you divide 200 grams of protein by 4, you divide 300 grams of carbohydrates by 4, and then 60 grams of fat by 4. If I have my maths correct, that means you'll be having roughly 50 grams of protein, 75 grams of carbohydrates and 15 grams of fat in each meal that you'll be having 4 times a day. I'm not saying to have the same foods, but it can be a very easy way to track your macronutrient intake. Then with the carbohydrate sources, go for something like wholemeal bread, wholemeal pasta, a complex carbohydrate that's going to keep you full for a long period of time. These are generally very affordable as well. Lean protein sources which are affordable include chicken breast, lean fishes, cheeses, 0% fat Greek yogurt, tuna cans, and they last for a long period of time. And then the fat source can include nuts, seeds, peanut butter, avocado, olive oil, and fruits and vegetables. You can pick whatever you like, but just be aware that fruit is usually a little bit higher in sugar per 100 grams, so the calories are a lot higher per 100 grams. And then in regards to vegetables, green leafy vegetables usually contain a lot more vitamin B12, which is an essential nutrient for everybody and helps to prevent the onset of pernicious anemia. Second tip for you guys is to always go to the reduced section at Tesco, Morrison's, or if you're at Walmart in America. They usually have some pretty good deals. Personally, I don't like to go into the supermarket just to go to the reduced section because I feel a little bit embarrassed when I take loads of cheap stuff to the till. And I'm like, I've got all this cheap stuff and I don't want to buy anything full price. Just feels a bit awkward. What I normally do is pick a few full price things and then get quite a lot from the reduced section, so I have a combination of both. And I know the sell by date at supermarkets is recommended that you shouldn't eat past the sell by date, but I found with things like tuna cans and sometimes even bread, chicken breast packets, it's only if you keep them open for a long period of time past the sell by date, that's when they start to go bad. But if you keep them frozen or if you don't open them a little bit after the sell by date, I'm not saying months, but maybe a few weeks or even just a couple of weeks, then they do keep pretty well still. Third tip for you guys so you can eat healthy in 2019 and so it's affordable is to go for things that last. Compare something like buying fresh chicken breast on the day that you cook from raw compared to something like tuna can. Then what you'll find is that the chicken breast, it definitely goes off a lot quicker than the tuna can, because the tuna is in a can, it's being preserved, you can have it kind of whenever you like and just have it in the cupboard, so it's a go-to thing whenever you want. You'll just need to drain it before you eat it. Fourth and final thing, a little bit controversial, don't use supplements. I personally use multivitamins and omega-3 fish oils from time to time, and I do like protein powder. I haven't used it for ages, but I like the flavour of it, but it's generally pretty expensive, so what's the point of having it when you can buy something a lot more affordable and a lean protein source from the supermarket? Because I do admit from research that having whey protein the protein will be able to hit your blood system and get to your muscle tissue perhaps a little bit quicker compared to when you have protein coming from a food source like chicken breast. But honestly, this difference is probably 0.1%, and at the highest a 1% difference in the amount of muscle you will gain. So it doesn't really have much of a difference. Just go for whole foods rather than supplements. Hope this video helps. Make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscription button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss me coming on YouTube every day, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Boosh!